So I did my reaction video and I was yelling my ass off from how pissed I was earlier. So as you can see, I'm fucking shot right now, stressed out, tired from this fucking game today. And I had to work this morning. I deleted it by mistake, so I don't really give a shit, and I don't really have to really tell you guys how the Eagles played today. So just to give you a short summary of how this team looks, they look atrocious. They look defeated. They look like they don't care. They look like changes don't get made from the front office to the coaching staff. It looks sloppy. It doesn't look organized. I feel like players are doing whatever the fuck they want, and they're not listening to what they're doing. From the start of the game, we didn't get a first down until the third series of the offense. The offensive line still having issues blocking for Carson Wentz, still having issues. Isaac Samalo, for instance, the first series gave up a fucking sack, and he was up and down all game. Stefan Wisniewski wasn't in the game at all, so I don't know why Stefan Wisniewski wasn't in the lineup. I don't know why they switched him out and put Isaac Samalo in. Jason Peters is not the fucking same because he's just going off sides. He's not the same blocker as he used to be, and it's just a waste. The receivers can't do shit because Carson Wentz has no time. You want to protect your franchise quarterback. We couldn't wait till Carson Wentz got back, and we were all ready and excited, and we were counting down the weeks. Oh, maybe this week, maybe next week. And finally he comes back. And to get sacked this many times, getting hit this many times, you might as well put fucking Nick Foles in. The defense, atrocious. The defensive pressure was a lot better in this game, to be honest. They actually play with more heart on the defensive line. Michael Bennett had that stupid-ass fucking penalty that I didn't agree with at all. Michael Bennett's been playing amazing the past few weeks, but, you know, he's only by himself with Fletcher Cox. You know, Josh Sweat, you know, from Florida State. What did he do in this fucking game? Absolutely nothing. He got good pressure on the edge, but he couldn't do anything. Like, not even pressure. He engaged this guy and looked like he could handle it, but he didn't do anything. Didn't do much. Brandon Graham had his, first sack, second sack today. You know, the Destiny Vio. I hate Destiny Vio. Number 90, that fucking guy that came up from practice squad that they picked up in September. I don't even know his name. He was on the Raiders fucking practice squad. He sucks. Defensive tackle is just depleted. We need fucking Jernigan back. And Chris Long looks like he's walking around with his thumb up his fucking ass, running, you know, just going on the edge and just running wherever the fuck he feels like going. It doesn't look organized. The fucking pass rush never looks fucking balanced out. The linebackers actually played pretty good today. They didn't play too bad. The linebackers are probably one of the positions on defense where it's not sucking so bad. But, you know, Leroy Reynolds got a few shots in. You know, Jordan Hicks made some plays. You know what I mean? Everyone's getting their time. Nigel Brown's making some plays, so everyone's getting their time in. Safety-wise, with Malcolm Jenkins making plays, doing whatever he can do. Doing whatever. Shit-talking, do whatever he can do. You know, Corey Graham ended up getting hurt. He came back in. He was fine. Sidney Jones, and then you go to the corners. Sidney Jones ended up getting hurt. Looked like a knee injury. I got to read up on that because I haven't looked at any fucking thing on the internet because I just didn't give a fuck. But these fucking corners, man. The fucking Vikings exposed their corners. They used what they've seen the past few weeks like I thought they would. Jay Ajayi fumbles the ball on a really good drive that we had. One of the good drives we had. You know what, he fumbles. He barely does anything fucking wrong, so I'm not really going to put it on him. I know it was important, but our offense can't do shit. So he fumbles the ball. Then the fucking Vikings take over on what? On the fucking first fucking play, second play, first play, whatever. Kirk Cousins literally just fucking cocks his hand back and fucking throws that shit. And Thielen does a double move on fucking Jalen Mills and just burns his ass. And you know what? Even later in the fucking game, Jalen Mills, deflected a pass on Thielen or Diggs. And I think it was on Diggs. And he was getting in his face talking shit, and Fletcher Cox literally grabbed him by the fucking neck and pushed him and said, you know, stop that shit, stop what you're fucking doing. Jalen Mills, you got no fucking reason to be talking shit. And not even just that, costing the fucking team a penalty for your fucking big mouth. You haven't earned the fucking right to talk shit. You've been getting your ass fucking kicked week in and week out. You talk shit to the fucking fans and then expect us to fucking what? Just because you knocked down a fucking short little pass, we're supposed to praise you? We're supposed to praise you now because you got a deflection? You know, you're a big badass now, Green Goblin. You're a fucking badass now because you deflect the pass? Jalen Mills has got to fucking move out of the fucking position. Next year, this fucking whole secondary has to be revamped. Mostly the fucking corners. I'm good with the safeties right now. I mean, yeah, we need to add another safety because Malcolm Jenkins is getting old. Got to add another safety. Got to add another linebacker. Got to add another fucking corner. Got to add another fucking somebody, an offensive tackle. Got to add a fucking running back. You got to pretty much get everything, depending on what the fuck's going on with the other shit's going on. So Darby didn't play well either. I saw Stephon Diggs did one little fake move, and Darby bit it. Like, he, like, faked going inside, and Darby fucking fouled. Literally fucking went right, and Diggs went left. I mean, one move, and our corners are fucking toast. One fucking move is all it takes. And what was that near the end of the middle of the game of the fourth quarter where we could have kicked a 58-yard field goal? Oh yeah, when Kirk Cousins had that backwards lateral pass and we just we got it and we were like, yeah, we can go fucking score and whatever, we'll only be down 3 fucking points. We kick this field goal and he fucking puts the fucking offense on. We couldn't move the ball once after that, recovering that fumble. We couldn't do shit. He threw the one pass out of bounds on 3rd down. Then Doug Pearson keeps him out there on 4th and 20 to try the get more good field goal position. And he didn't even try kicking the fucking ball. Didn't even try getting the field goal. 58 yards. I would have fucking went for it on 58 yards, but you fucking punt the ball. And then all of a sudden at the end of the fucking game, we get a touchdown. At the end of the game, and it's too fucking late. And if we kicked that field goal and got that touchdown at the end of the game, then we would have fucking won the game. But Doug Peterson has no confidence in his kicker. Doug Peterson has no confidence in this offense, the way it's doing. He had confidence in the defense, apparently, but they exposed our defense. They exposed the corners. So, it was a fucking horrible game. We are the worst team in the NFL that can't play football. We are the worst team. I've looked at every highlight from every game that happened today. The Cowboys that are playing right now against the Texans, they look better than we do. They look like they actually know how to play football other than us. The Cowboys do different fucking things. They were doing different plays. I was like, wow, these are... And then when we're on offense, we're just doing what the fuck are we doing? We're doing stupid, we're just doing stupid shit. But at the same time, maybe Mike Rowe has to fucking go. Maybe he doesn't know how to be an offensive coordinator. Maybe he doesn't know matchups. I don't even know what to say about the offense. Every drop back when they came back the second half, the start of the second half, Carson had they were blocking. They were looking like last year. It was kind of crazy. But then it went back to this is like 2016 all over again. This is 2016 all over again. Alshon Jeffrey could have got the big 3rd down conversion. He couldn't catch the ball. He got hit right in the fucking back. He got fucking daggered in the back when he caught it. I didn't expect him to fucking hold on to it. It is what it is. You get the wind taken out of you when you're trying to catch a fucking ball and you're throwing it between 2 fucking guys and he gets fucking nailed. He gets sandwiched and he drops the ball. That's going to happen. Wendell Smallwood probably was my player of the game today because he ran the ball fucking hard and he was our best wide receiver on the field today. Probably. Wendell Smallwood had a touchdown and he had some really good fucking runs and a few good fucking catches today. Wendell Smallwood has to stay on this roster, and we wanted him. I wanted him off this roster. Wendell Smallwood looks like he's going to be a nice rotational back for us, and I'm happy for it. But for the rest of this fucking game and this team, what a fucking shame. What a shame. And I'm glad the fucking fans booed their ass and booed their ass the fuck on out of there, because you know what? I'm fucking going to fight with it. I'm going to fight for this team and do whatever I have to do. But the way they played is fucking unacceptable. Unacceptable. And any team could beat us right now. I'm going to give you an example. Shelton Gibson, he actually caught a really good pass today. We actually had speed on the fucking offense today. He caught a nice ball between two guys. And then all of a sudden they put him, he runs back to the sideline. What worked, he didn't use what was working. You have a guy that catches a deep ball, and then he walks back to the sideline because you want to do something else. You know what's fucked up? That tight end from Dallas, Swain, that guy looks better than Dallas Goedert right now. Looks better, a lot better the past few weeks than Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert hasn't done fucking shit besides a touchdown and catching these little fucking 5-yard passes. It's not cutting it for me. Perkins, not cutting it for me. You got the Giants Thursday night on a short week. What am I going to really talk shit about to the fucking Giant fans? The Giants shouldn't be talking shit either because they lost a really bad game against the fucking Panthers, but they look better than us. They actually can play football. They actually can get first downs, and they actually have weapons. We have weapons too, but I don't know. Corey Clement, he was active for this game. Where the fuck was he? And he was active. First, I thought he was not going to play. Then before the game, he was active. Never threw him in there. J.J. is fucking hurt. Wendell Smallwood had his fucking stomach taped up. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But that's what they did with the receivers last year, 2016. Somebody would make a good catch. They put him back to the sideline. Peterson would do some other shit. If it's working, stay with it. I don't get why they got to do that. I yelled and screamed my ass off in the car after the game. And I just want to remake this now to give you a brief summary of what I think about this game. But what a fucking shame this is. You're better off tanking the fucking season, and you're better off building a fucking roster for next year. Because really right now, it's not looking good. And you better get your fucking heads out of your asses, your thumbs out of your asses, because Carson Wentz could win us games, a lot of games, and he could do it. The problem is the fucking offensive line. Lane Johnson got his ass kicked. Brandon Brooks is probably the only one that's been holding his ground. But watching the whole offensive line, Brandon Brooks is probably the only one that's not fucking up as much. Vaitai comes back in. Peters comes back in. You know what I mean? It's a fucking mess. The offensive line is healthy. They're fine. But for some reason, I don't know if they think they're better than... I don't know if the Super Bowl fucking got to them. If they're feeling themselves a little bit. It looks like they're just in the fucking moment of something that they just can't get out of. Certain moments in this game, certain drives in this game were great, but always something bad happens. We go up, we go all the way up the field, Ajayi fumbles. You know what I mean? Little things happen. Then these fucking penalties happen. We're fucking holding. How many illegal formation penalties do we have today? What, 3? 3 illegal formation penalties? So it's a fucking wreck. It's a fucking mess. Any team in the NFL can beat us right now. No team I've seen that played today, no team that I've seen play today looked worse than us. And we looked the worst. And it's embarrassing. And I feel fucking embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as a fucking fan of this team. I'm embarrassed because I don't give a fuck, dude. I know we don't have a speed receiver. Look, we can make it fucking work, but honestly, make it fuck. You got enough Doug Pearson knows how to run a fucking offense, but apparently he doesn't know how to use people anymore. You know, last year it was the same shit. He couldn't use the first 3 weeks. It was a fucking mess, and then we clicked. This is what happens when you have no stars in preseason. This is what happens when you play like shit in preseason. This is what happens when you don't have your starters out in preseason. This is when you don't put up any points in preseason, and this is what happens when it carries over to the regular season. So, it's either they're going to get their shit together, which I'm hoping so. It's not looking very good right now. Because how far are you going to get after winning this division? I think we could win the division, maybe. But I don't think so. I think Dallas is playing better than us. I think the Redskins are playing better than us. I think the Giants are playing better than us. Even though they're losing when they face us, I think they could fucking beat us. The Giants could... Odell Beckham is going to have a field day Thursday. And this day going forward, this is what I'm just going to expect every week now. Because I can't reset and be like, oh, we're going to kick... I can't talk shit to the... I mean, if they talk shit to me, then I'm going to talk shit back. Because that's the only reason why I'm going to talk shit. Other than that, I'm going to have nothing to say. Because we can't do fucking shit. Nothing. We're going to be at MetLife. I might go to this game. I don't know. Thank God I didn't go to fucking Philly tonight. Otherwise, I would have fucking came home in such a bad fucking mood on a 3-hour drive home. So, it's either they get their shit together or we're just going to have to just deal with a lot of fucking losses and get this shit rolling next year. And get this, you know, keep these draft picks. Go get whoever they got to get. You know, Aguilar had a good game. Aguilar didn't have that many. Jordan Matthews didn't even have a catch. Why is Jordan Matthews on the fucking team? And don't bring Jeremy Maclin in. You know what? You guys have every chance to bring a speed receiver in here, and you fucking don't do it. If you guys think that's okay, and you don't need speed on this offense, you don't need a fucking deep threat, then that's fine. Because Shelton Gibson actually caught a good pass. Then you fucking put him to the... Then you fucking put him to the fucking... Then he runs back to the sideline. I mean, it makes no sense. It looked absolutely fucking pathetic. Pathetic. And I'm ashamed of this fucking team right now. And what do they fucking care? They make millions. What do they fucking care about us? What do they fucking care? But we're the ones that give a shit. And they don't. So, Jalen Mills, gone. Get off the fuck. Darby, walk in free agency and go walk in. Go fuck. Go fuck up some other team's secondary. I don't even give a fuck anymore. I'm tired of not having a deep threat. I'm tired of not having a fucking corner that could do one fucking... No corner can do one fucking thing. Sidney Jones actually made some good plays. Sidney Jones played better than any of them. I know he fucked up on one. He was playing outside, I think, on one play, and he fucked up once, but whatever. I think Sidney Jones could do better. I think he's played better than both Darby and fucking Jalen Mills combined anyway. And this pass rush was a lot better today, but it's still not good enough, man. It's not good. So that's all I really got to say, guys. Nothing crazy, but this is what I'm going to expect. Thursday, I'm going to expect us to fucking lose. That's what I'm going to expect because Barkley, I mean, do you know how easy it was for fucking the Viking running backs? I mean, Dalvin Cook, Trey Waynes, there was Everson Griffin was. I mean, these guys weren't even playing, and you still couldn't fucking beat them. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. You know, so I don't give a fuck if Sproles was in or not, because Sproles is just you know, father time has caught up to him, and he's got to go. I mean, he can't even stay, you know, on the field. You got to deal with Saquon Barkley this week. You got to deal with Odell Beckham. You know, you got to deal with Shepard. You got to deal with... They got 2 other receivers that were making plays against the Panthers. You know, and their defense isn't great. Maybe we have a better chance, but it ain't looking good. Odell's going to have a field day on Jalen Mills. Period. So, that's all I got to say about this game. I'm really upset about it. I'm very fucking... You know, leave a comment in the comment section of how you feel about this game, but I'm fucking disgusted. I'm disgusted over this team. That's all I got to say, guys. Peace.